you. No limit soldier.
Thank you so much for doing the show.
I told you.
Really appreciate you coming through. So, Jalen Rose claims that you owe him $10,000 worth of no limit gear. What's this about?
And $10,000 cash.
Man,
What's this about?
Jalen tripping. He know I learned how to shoot in a project with no lights. I don't miss. We was in UCLA. All you was hearing was You know how good Jay was back then, so he didn't want to accept that L. He really didn't want to accept that. He like, man, I can't live. Let me tell y'all something. I was playing in the NBA, so John Lucas was coaching. Mm-hmm. He said he know I'm scoring every game. He told Ryan Mercer and them, whatever y'all do, don't let Master P score. He don't care if he won the game or lost. Ask Sam Cassell. Sam Cassell will tell you, do not let P score. We don't care if we win or lose tonight. Do not let P score.
So you're a legend. You're an entrepreneur.
Yep.
You're a trendsetter. You're a leader. But I've always been impressed with your work ethic. I think that gets overlooked. Can you acknowledge with the public, at one time, the most projects you had going on the charts at the same time?
I had 20 records on the top 200 Billboard.
20?
That's crazy.
20.
That is absolutely crazy. That will never be done again.
Now, it's a lot of work in being able to be your own boss and own your own business. We talk about No Limit. We're an independent label. We sold over 100 million records, but it took a lot of work being in the studio. It's like playing basketball. You know what we had to go through to play basketball. It's a lot of hard work to be a professional athlete. And I take that same, work ethic into my business, whether I'm making movies or making films or making clothes or making the fresh manyadis.
Talk to him about it. Talk to him. I can't get my 20,000, but I'm getting some of these.
He's getting these. Even though I don't owe him nothing. You know what I'm saying? But it's cool. I'm gonna make sure you get the manyadis. You go to manyadis.com. That's MONEYATTI.com. And for the flyest, freshest, high-end fashion from Italy.
Right.
So, it's all about ownership. I tell people all the time, oh, yeah, Zion Williams, I could put you in a pair.
Oh, there you go. The manyadis will bust open.
Will not bust open. I'm just telling y'all.
So you're a basketball player, but you also represented some athletes. If Zion Williamson calls your phone right now and asks, should I continue to play college basketball, what would you tell him?
Don't call me, call Raymond Brothers. He'll help you. He'll help you.
Right, for sure.
I got friends in high places that can help you. But you know what, man? I think, it all depends his financial situation. I think he should play if it's not fine, because he's going to have to play anyway to stay in shape. Mm-hmm. So I just think playing in college right now, you in it now, you're going to have to show your loyalty to the game. Even you can't just, because if he quit right now, it's going to be like, he's just about the bread. I had a guy that played with us, Randy Livingston. He played for LSU. He got hurt. He should have never went back. But I just think if it's for you, it's for you. Yeah. Maybe some people it's not for them to be in the NBA, but I think this guy is a real thoroughbred. I think he's going to get past this. He's going to have to be more cautious now because he got a big contract on hand to be the number one player in the draft. So he's going to have to play with caution. So it's still going to be, do you get him 50-50 or is he going hard? It's going to be, with social media, somebody's going to say something negative. Yep. Either way it goes. So it's no win-win for him in this situation. I think he's just going to have to stick it out.
I mean, people associate you, obviously, with No Limit Records and some other projects, but people associate you with the city of New Orleans.
Yeah.
And one thing I want to know from you is, what's the pulse of the city when it comes to Anthony Davis and the Pelicans and him asking for a trade?
Man, they should have just let Anthony Davis leave the first time. Mm-hmm. I just think that's what it should have been. Now it's like, it's this love-hate relationship. It's like being in a relationship to where now you go and find somebody else, but you want to be with the person. It's like, it ain't going to happen. This man going to move on. He's ready to move on. Let him move on. You could have got 5 top young guys. Mm-hmm. We would have been good. So I just think that we're going to have some changes happen on the executive side in the organization, because I think they shouldn't have thought about it as much. I think they took it personal. I mean, they should have let him go when it was time, and they would have had some of the top players, for that. He didn't want to be there. I feel like if you don't want to be with me, I don't want you around me anyway. I think that's the way it should be.
And also, as somebody that's not only played basketball, but is an entrepreneur, as I mentioned, how do you feel about players now controlling their own destiny and coming out, even though they're under contract, saying, I don't want to play here anymore? here's a list of teams that I want to go play with?
Yeah, well, they've been controlling the league for so long. I think the athletes are starting to realize they are the faces of these franchises. They what makes the program work. They didn't know that at first. They was just happy to be there. The money that they making now, I think they have a right to, get with the management or even get with other players and say, man, look, we're driving this now. Jalen, when we was in there, it wasn't like that. You had to sit and wait. You had all these different unions and all this stuff. But now with social media, the players actually, even if you look at like Anthony Davis right now, him and LeBron James friends. I mean, you can be friends. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
So it's like, what's the big fuss about it? It's like, I want to go over here with my boy, and then we working together now. I mean, the times have changed. We got just like in music. I mean, some of the younger music now people don't like because the guys, but it's making money and it's what's setting the trend. So I think we're gonna have to deal with it. No matter what. I think the owner's gonna have to deal with it.
So you guys mentioned you had a shooting competition.
Yeah.
You guys are, you guys probably your best basketball is probably behind you. But I have a very important question. 1-on-1. Who wins the basketball game between y'all two?
I'm not letting Jalen get to the basket. I know what he do. I'm going to let him shoot his jump shot, but I'm not letting him get to the basket. I'm just letting you know.
That's true.
I know what this man
I know what he gets 3 feet away from the basket, he elbows you, and then he shoots. That's what he does.
But I'm not letting him do that.
It depends on what time of day it is. Because if it's after 5 o'clock, then I'm probably off some adult beverages at that point.
No, man, I'm not letting this man get this man is a beast once he gets to the basket. I am not letting him do that.
He got no right hand, though. He has no right hand. He has no right hand.
I'm letting him do that all day. But I am not letting him get to the basket. I know what he do.
We also have some news that there is a biopic in the works.
Yes.
Well, tell us a little bit about that project.
So the King of the South Ice Cream Man biopic is about my life story that's coming. And, it's a blessing to be alive to be able to tell my story with all what we've been through. And I want to tell kids across the world that you can make it out of these negative environments. Just keep your faith and trust in God and just keep working hard. Because that's what I did, and my life wasn't perfect, but I wasn't afraid to grow up and change. And I think that's what kids have to look at right now. If you want to make it, you can't be afraid to change. We grew up in these environments to where a lot of our friends and relatives, they didn't make it. So, but I think the difference with us was we wasn't afraid to change.
So there's one problem with this biopic, though.
Yeah.
There's no actor handsome enough to play you.
Yeah.
Like, how are they going to work that out?
Terrence Howard?
Yeah, Denzel? No, it doesn't work.
We're going to get somebody. So it's like when I was 19, we're going to find one of these kids. And, man, shout out to Lionsgate for picking this up, man. This is gonna be a big project. And also I got the hookup 2 coming out real soon in June 28th. I got the hookup 2, gonna be the funniest movie.
Oh, that's classic.
The Ice Cream Man and the Snowman got the first single, me and Jeezy. It's called
How about that?
Okay.
How about
the
that?
Ice Cream Man and the Snowman.
Ice Cream Man and the Snowman.
How about that? You can't make this up, Pete.
Yeah.
You can't make this up.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Ice Cream Man and the Snowman.
Everybody look out for that. I Got the Hookup 2 is coming out soon, and the biopic.
Yeah.
I want to thank Master P for coming by and everybody for watching. We'll be back tomorrow, 2 p.m. ESPN2.
Yes.
You got to give the people